You know, most games end with a final score. But on July 12, 1979, a baseball game ended with a forfeit. Not because a team refused to play, not because of rain, but because the crowd destroyed the field. This is the night baseball lost control. This is the unwritten game. Let me take you to Chicago. Late 1970s, Comiskey Park. Attendance is terrible. The Chicago White Sox are struggling. Seats are empty. Energy is gone. And when baseball starts losing attention, promotions start getting dangerous.
Center of this story is a guy named Mike Veeck, young, creative, and desperate to fill a stadium. And on the radio, there's Steve Dahl, a shock jock who hates disco. See, disco dominates the charts, clubs, radio, culture. And Dahl, he's leading a movement built on one chant: disco sucks. At first, it's jokes, pranks, radio bits, but slowly it turns into something else. Then comes the idea, a promotion. Bring a disco record, get into the game for 98 cents, and we'll blow those records up between games. Let that sink in. They're expecting maybe 20,000 people. What they get is chaos. July 12, 1979. A doubleheader against the Detroit Tigers. People pour into the stadium, way more than expected. Some sneak in, some climb fences, some don't even care about baseball. They came for the ritual. By game time, there are over 50,000 people inside Comiskey Park. The first game is played. Detroit wins, but nobody's paying attention. Everyone is waiting for the explosion.
Between games, Steve Dahl drives onto the field. In center field, a crate filled with thousands of disco records. He grabs the mic, counts down, and then, boom! The explosion happens. For 1 second, there's silence. And then the crowd snaps. People rush the field, thousands of them. They rip up the grass, steal the bases, set bonfires with vinyl records. The pitcher's mound is destroyed. Security, overwhelmed. Players, trapped in the dugout. The field is gone. Officials look at what's left. There's no rule for this, no playbook. So they do the only thing they can. They forfeit the second game. Detroit wins 9-0 without throwing a single pitch. Now, here's the part most people miss. This wasn't just a bad promotion. This was a moment where the spectacle replaced the sport. Baseball stopped being the main event. The crowd became the show, and the field, the sacred part of the game, was treated like a prop. Some musicians later called it a cultural book burning. Others brushed it off as kids having fun. But one thing was clear: baseball crossed an unwritten rule. Rule number 1. The field is sacred. Rule number 2. The game must always be bigger than the promotion. Rule number 3. If you invite chaos for attention, don't act surprised when it takes over. Disco Demolition Night didn't just destroy a field, it rewrote the limits of sports entertainment. So the next time you watch a game and the crowd feels louder than the players, ask yourself, are we watching the sport or are we cheering for the chaos? Because some games aren't written in the rule book, they're written in the wreckage. This was the unwritten game.